to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ Energy Drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ Energy Drink. Wings are for birds.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
A quick turnover by East Wake gives the ball back to Clayton, back on the radio network for CRN. Wesley Outlet on the call. Freeman back to Roosh. Back to now Amari Bryant in the game. Amari Bryant goes back to Mason Roosh for the Comets. Going to carry it on his own to the basket, looking for Javante Long, Jaquan Ross. Ross back to Freeman. Freeman under pressure now by Holloman. Jermante Lucas is the player for number 10 for the Warriors. We just got that information. And Freeman going for 2. Shakir Howard trying to get his own rebound for the second time. No good. Jumping up is Lucas. And a turnover by Clayton. Freeman and a whistle foul. No foul called, but it is a turnover. It'll still be Comets ball.
Hey, how about 10? How about 10?
Foul. Elijah Sanders coming in, subs for the Comets. And Freeman is coming out. He's telling him to calm down. He's good. Warning being given to Freeman. Comets ball. Medlin has Freeman take a rest. Elijah Sanders comes in, takes his spot for a few minutes. And so Amari Bryant goes for 3. Off the rim. Sanders on the rebound for the Comets. Gets it back to Amari Bryant. Back to Mason Roosh. Top of the base, to the key, the baseline. Here he comes. Roosh to the basket. 2, it's good. 13 points on Mason Roosh. Of the 27 scored in the first half has been set by number 1 point guard, Roosh, for the Comets. Up by 20, and L for 3. Attempt made by Crudup. It's no good, but the rebound goes back to Lucas. Lucas backs to Crudup. Crudup goes inside to Mercer. Under pressure by Jaquan Ross. Mason Roosh now gives it to Holman. Holman's got nowhere to go. Crudup's nowhere to go. Now goes back to Mercer. Mercer deals with Howard. Jaquan Ross is there. They box in and stop Crudup. He throws it all the way to the other side of the point basket. Other side of the court. Looking for a shot for 2. Isaiah Holman, he'll put it in. That's 5 points on Isaiah Holman for the Warriors. 27-19. 2:30 remaining in the first half of play. Mason Roosh looking inside, trying to find Jaquan Ross. Ross powers his way back to Amari Bryant for 3. Off the rim, and it's out. Oh, wow. Backboard violation. Going to give it back to the Warriors. Ball shot over the backboard. Warriors ball. Holloman gets it back to Crudup. Crudup trying to find Ellaby, but he's blocked. He's got to throw a 3 on his own, and he will nail it. First points of the game, a field goal for number 24, Jeremiah Crudup. Comets with the ball now. Subs coming up in a moment with Freeman coming back in. Mason Roosh, just shy of midcourt, setting up to Javon, back it up to Shakir Howard. Back to Bryant, back to Mason Roosh again. Looking for 3, thinking better. Inside to Howard. Howard's under 2-man pressure. They lose the ball. Last touch by East Wake. It'll be Comets ball. Amari Bryant will come out, and B.J. Freeman will step back in. 27-22. Comets up by 5. Mason Roosh shooting for 2 off the rim, and it's no good. Give it back to Mercer on the rebound for the Warriors. Final 90 seconds of play in the first half. 27-22. Comets are up by 5 here. Mercer threw it away. Last touch by Clayton. It's a Warriors ball. Warrior ball, puts it back inbound by Crudup. Crudup will set it up now to Holloman. Holman goes back to Ellaby. Back to Crudup inside now to Justice Lucas or Jermonte Lucas. Basket in one, and it will count. Basket's good by Lucas, number 20 to the line. Second foul on number 20, Elijah Sanders. Number 10, Jermonte Lucas will shoot. His first points of the game, basket and one. Will he nail it at the free throw? Yes, he will. And it's a 2-point lead now for Clayton as they come under a minute remaining in the first half of play. 27-25. 1 minute remaining here. Coming up, the Symmetry Financial Group halftime report, where we look at the first half of the game for Comets and Warriors. We'll look at the stats in the Greater News 3A, other matchups, and more. Attempt made by Roosh to the basket, no good. Here comes the Warriors on the rebound, led by Crudup. He'll turn it over. It'll be Comets ball. 49 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. U.S. Air Force football commit. Sanders puts it back inbound to Mason Roosh. Roosh now back at midcourt. Final 44 seconds tick away. Roosh throws it to Freeman. Freeman going, turning, jumping for two. Off the rim, and it's no good. A whistle and turnover. It'll be Comets losing the ball. It'll be no foul, just basically a turnover, and it'll be East Wake with the ball. Crudup to Hallman. Hallman to Crudup, thinking better to Ellaby. Ellaby at the baseline, setting up to the final 20 seconds here. Looking for Crudup. Jeremiah Crudup is there. Goes back to Ellaby. Ellaby now sets it up back to Hallman. Hellman back to Crudup. He goes inside to Jermonte Lucas. Looking now for Ellaby. Ellaby goes back into Mercer. They've gone to all five players. Running the clock down to the final 10 seconds. Crudup, a shot attempt made to the basket for two. No good. Comets on the rebound. Final 5 seconds. Will they make something happen at the buzzer? Freeman for three. Off the rim, and it's no good, and that's the half. (27-25) at the half. Comets are leading by 2. 18 fouls on East Wake. 14 fouls on Clayton. And as it stands at halftime, it's 27-25 with Clayton leading by 2 here on the road. The Symmetry Financial Group halftime report is coming up next. We'll take a look at the first half of this matchup in the Greater News 3A between Comets and Warriors. We'll look at the standings. We'll look at everybody as they stand in the Greater News 3A, and we'll get you ready for the second half of action here in Wendell. Final again at the half, 27-25. Comets are up by 2. Quick radio timeout at the 9 o'clock hour. This is Comets basketball on the CRN Sports Network.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Sportsmanship. It means a lot of things. It means showing respect for the opposing team
and being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility,
losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games.
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official,
Mom,
Dad, son,
daughter, coach.
Are we in this together?
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Symmetry Financial Group Halftime Report, reminding you that Symmetry Financial has locations all across the U.S. of A. in all 50 states, handling everything from life, auto, home, insurance, farm insurance, and so much more. Let Daniel and the great staff at Symmetry Financial Group take care of all of your insurance need. As it stands right now, 27-25, a 2-point lead for the Comets here on the road in Wendell. Let's take a look at other games that are going on in the Greater News 3A division, as it has just wrapped up a few moments ago. Cleveland Rams have beat the Triple S Spartans at Triple S 74-54, the final score for that game here tonight, as again the Cleveland Rams beat by 20 points the Smithfield-Selma Spartans. And another game that's going on right now in the Greater News 3A for the men is South Johnston and West Johnston. The battle continues at 20-4 at the conclusion of the first period. 20-4. The South Johnston Trojans are up over the West Johnston Wildcats by 16. And again, that is some of the scores that are going on in the Greater News 3A. As it stands right now, Clayton is leading over East Wake Warriors at the half, 27-25, as Clayton is again the number one seed in the Greater News 3A, coming down to the final 3 games of play. They have another game, an important game, an exciting game that, of course, will be at home on Friday night. We'll talk about that. They've got also those other games that are going on next Tuesday and of course Thursday for the regular season to wrap it up, and then they prepare for the Greater News 3A conference tournament and the run for the state championship. But as it stands right now, Clayton is leading the way in the Greater News 3A at 6-0, batting 1,000, 18-2 on the year. They're on a 16-game winning streak. You want a quick stat? Here's one for you. The last time Clayton lost a game was the Tuesday before Thanksgiving of 2019 when they lost to their rival of non-conference play, Garner Magnet Trojans. Since then, they have been on a tear, winning their Bun Christmas tournament and all of the other games in between. 6-0, 18-2 on the season. South Johnston right now at 4-2, tied with East Wake, who we're playing tonight at 4-2. They're 17-3 overall and 12-7 on the season. Cleveland sits at 4th at 2-4. And again, they are playing tonight, beating Triple S. So that's a big win for them at 2-4. That'll move them down to 3-4 in the season, 13-8 on the year. Triple S losing puts them at now 1-6 on the season with their loss to Cleveland. And West Johnston losing right now to South Johnston, as South Johnston right now is the number 2 seed, tied with East Wake, who we're playing tonight for the Greater News 3A division. Can you keep up with all those stats? That's how things are going right now in a great title run battle for the Greater News 3A. So right now, Clayton up 2 games to 4-2 between South Johnston and the East Wake Warriors. High scores in the first half of the game on a game that has seen 18 fouls on East Wake in the first half, 14 fouls in total for Clayton in the first half, and the big scorer so far is number 1, Mason Roosh. Mason Roosh, the shooting guard, the point guard senior, 5'10" player. Mason Roosh has been the man at the top of the leaderboard here with almost 16 points he has put on the board himself. Another couple of big 3 shots was made by Elijah Sanders, and a total of 6 points as well for player number 23, B.J. Freeman. And again, that's for the Comets. For the East Wake Warriors, the player that looks like he's put the most on the board has been number 11 of Javon Mercer. Second and third best is Curtis Ellaby and Jeremiah Crudup fouls right now in this game as we get ready for second half action. 1 foul on Roosh, 1 foul on Shakir Howard, 2 fouls on Elijah Sanders for the Comets. For the East Wake Warriors, 2 fouls on Isaiah Holman, 1 foul on Javon Mercer, 1 foul on Julius Capoletti, 1 foul on Curtis Ellaby Jr., and 2 fouls on 24 Jeremiah Crudup, and 1 foul also on Jamonte Lucas. So that's the way it stands right now, as it is currently a 27-25 game. Comets leading by 2 here.